You think having Paul made you bad? Why should you think what you did was bad? Why are you trying to punish yourself? Why do you think you have to? Give everybody else a break. You made sure Paul was taken care of. Why don't you deserve as good a break as your baby? Sheila, listen to me. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Why should you think you're worthless? Whoever gave you the idea nobody cares for you? Pete cares. I care, Sheila. You chose life for your baby. Why not for yourself?
Okay. I'll talk to you Thursday. Bye-bye. Hi.
Hi.
Feel better?
Oh, a little bit. Is Ann back yet?
No.
I'm going to call her house.
I already did.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Look, how many times do I have to say it? I'm not his wife or his girlfriend. We're just friends.
That's good enough.
What do you mean?
Well, if anything happened to you, he'd be very unhappy.
You know, you don't look the way I thought you would. I expected an older man, but you're young and very nice looking.
Are you trying to make a fool out of me?
Charlie, I didn't...
Don't try to make a fool out of me. Just be quiet and drive.
Well, just got the lab report. There's static noise on the tape. It's surf. Rising and falling surf. All of Charlie's calls came from somewhere on the beach.
Well, so are all the shootings. Well, how's it going to help us?
Well, if Charlie calls again from the beach, it'll only take us about 15 seconds to get a trace on him.
15 seconds?
That's all. The phone company has all the beach circuits monitored.
Well, when he calls, how do we get to him?
I have 16 squad cars spread all the way up the Coast Highway, and there's a helicopter waiting in the parking lot for you.
You'll let me try first?
If that's the way you want it, Matt.
That's the way I think it'll work.
Do you have a dime? Thank you.
Chief Wilson. Matt?
Dr. Lincoln. Yes, put it through.
Hello, Dr. Lincoln. This is Charlie. I've got someone here I want you to talk to.
Charlie?
Matt? Matt, it's Ann. I'm with Charlie.
Ann? How?
He was waiting for me.
Are you surprised, Dr. Lincoln?
Yes, Charlie, I'm surprised.
Do you know why I've got her?
Well, you're trying to get even. You think I lied to you about the police at the zoo, don't you?
You did.
No, Charlie, I didn't.
You're lying now.
Look, if you think that's true, Charlie, why don't you take me, let Ann go?
No, that wouldn't work. I want to hurt you, and
But Ann's never hurt you, Charlie.
She already tried to lie to me.
Charlie, I think you're being stupid.
What are you doing?
He's not through talking to me. Now, if he calls back, tell him I'm out till later. It might buy us some time.
He hung up. He wouldn't talk to me. He shouldn't have done that.
I had a lot more to say to him, a lot more.
Charlie,
He thinks he can
please.
hurt me and lie to me. A lot to learn. Get in, I'm driving.
Charlie, Matt didn't lie to you.
You think I'm going to believe anything you got to say? Find me.
They traced the call, Charlie. Police will be here soon. The pilot called them. Charlie, I don't want you to get hurt.
Stand back.
Charlie, if you hurt Ann, you're going to hurt somebody that might be worth knowing. Now, Ann's never hurt you. She's never done you any harm. Charlie, as a matter of fact, neither have I.
Yes, you have. You lied to me when you brought the police.
No, I didn't, Charlie. Charlie, you wanted to talk to somebody. Well, this is your chance. You can talk to me. You can talk to Ann. Charlie, you've got to meet people halfway. You've got to try.
I do try. But those I've had to punish, they wouldn't try. They just wouldn't. Go back, please. I'm going to have to push her. I mean it. I'm not kidding around this time. Punishing hasn't done any good. I'm going to have to kill.
If you kill Charlie, they're going to get you. They'll find you and they'll kill you. Then nobody will know the truth, Charlie. You won't be able to talk to them. You won't be able to explain. They'll think you did it just to be unkind.
No, that's not true. I'm not unkind. I don't want to be unkind. I just want a friend. Just a friend.
I'm your friend, Charlie. I'm really your friend. I want to try to help you, Charlie. I want to be your friend. Would you believe me? I want to help you, Charlie. I want to be your friend. Your friend. bring this problem into your lives.
Look, we love this child. I mean, if he was our own, we couldn't love him more.
I know.
You worried about Sheila. What about my wife?
Alex, don't. It isn't the same.
It's just not fair to take him away from us now. Look, the girl made a mistake. Let her learn to live with it. Why should we have to pay for it?
I agree with everything you're saying. Now, she did make a mistake. But when she realized what she had done, she would rather die than face life without her baby.
We have no right to keep them apart.
Yes, we do have a right. I have a little piece of paper with her signature that gives us that right.
If he were mine, truly mine, I'd do just what Sheila did. I'd take him and run until I found a place no one could ever find us. He's a beautiful baby. And so good. I know she must have great beauty and goodness inside her.
Miss Donnelly, there are other children who need parents badly. Now, if you'd like to look into it, I'll help you. Look, why don't you talk it over? Now, whatever you decide is the way it's going to be.
What do we do about all the Charlies of the world?
That's a hard problem, Kevin. We start by trying to understand them.
Understand them? I'm afraid a lot of people are sick and tired of trying to understand them.
Unless we can figure out how they get that way, there's no way to prevent things like this from happening.
How do you think they do get that way, Matt?
Well, we know that people who are deprived, neglected, who don't get their fair shake early in life, can end up where Charlie was. Somewhere along the line, Charlie began closing doors behind him, going off by himself. This frequently happens to people toward the end of adolescence. They think they're alone in a world that's a hostile jungle. Charlie was in a crisis. He chose a bad way to solve it. If he'd learned a better way of solving earlier crises, he wouldn't have ended up the way he did.
Whose fault was that?
I'd say that someone, parents, teacher, someone who was in a caretaker position with Charlie, dropped the ball earlier in life. Charlie was having one of life's normal crises. Someone had a chance of helping Charlie and didn't make it. It's the kind of chance we can't afford to miss. Get people to keep the doors open so they don't get as alienated as Charlie did. Well, there's a lot we can do, Kevin, with the hotline, with working things out in the community, trying to prevent things before they happen, solving problems early. You know, Kevin, man is a violent animal.
I've learned, Sheila. At least I think I have.
Maybe I've learned too, Peter.
Can I give you three a lift?